And I think a lot of people, when doing the push-ups, like to keep their back straight or their butt down, but in reality, all right, so this is how you build muscle using weighted calisthenics. So it's combining your body weight with any form of dumbbell. You use the weighted vest, you can use a plate. This is for versatility. You can take these anywhere you go. They're not expensive if you're a seasoned athlete, if you're a regular person. Throw them in your room. You can throw them outside, work out in the park, work out in your room. Doesn't matter, it's work out in your living room. But I love these personally because of how versatile they are. So I'm gonna use this, the weighted vest. I'm gonna show you some proper ways you can use it. Granted, everybody's different, so use what you think is right for your body and feel it out. First one is the pull-ups. You're gonna work your back. And if you have excuses that you can't find a pull-up bar, you can always get it at the park. You can use your parents' door frames. You can use your door frames, kitchen door frame. Use whatever, just make sure it doesn't fall on you and make sure it's pretty stable. And then if we can't do a regular pull-up, we got the assisted pull-ups here that we're gonna apply. Do this. You just put your knees on top. I'm gonna adjust this, show you. I think the key thing is with here is just constantly keep doing it, and practice makes perfect. So if you're not doing a pull-up, I feel like this is just gonna hinder you. So just try and get it and just do it as best as you can. Well, one, I'm gonna take the assisted pull-up off so you guys can just see me and how I do it for an example. When we're coming up, because this is the pull-up and we're emphasizing our back, we wanna try to hit the bar to touch our chest, upper chest. And if you can't do it, chin is perfectly acceptable. And while we're coming up, I want to keep my legs as stationary as possible. So no swinging, or if you're going to use your legs, kind of use the same motion or same rhythm. Check it out. That's what we don't want to do, because I'm limiting my form. I'm swinging, I'm using too much momentum. My legs are going everywhere, so that's not what you want to do. We came here to build muscle using these weighted calisthenics, and that's what we're gonna do. So for this, I'm only gonna put 2 on each side. Each of these blocks of cylinders are 6 pounds, so 24 pounds. Again, you do this at your own way, your own path. You take your time, and you add weight slowly and incrementally. I've used these for years. I did something similar when I was in the police academy. All we did was push-ups, pull-ups, and I was really proficient at it because I was so used to it and because I loved it so much. So now, once you become a little more advanced, we can start adding weight and really feel the power and the strength and start to build some really, really sick muscles. All right, same concept. Yeah, trust me. Every single time, it's only gonna get easier, you're gonna get stronger, you're gonna get bigger. And this works just as well as regular weights. All right, so next up, we're doing a weighted push-up, you guys. A lot of people like to throw plates on their back. I already have the best. Kind of holds myself as if it's my own body weight, but just added weight. This is gonna really kill it on your shoulders, your triceps, and your chest. Preferably, I want this to be a chest exercise, so your chest muscles should give out before any other muscle, which makes that the limiting muscle. We wanna feel the burn, the tension, and we wanna make sure our breath doesn't give out before our chest muscles do. I feel like body dysmorphia is a real thing. Once you start working out in this gym, you're never probably gonna really be satisfied with yourself, with your body, and that's why you keep coming back. But it's also, I don't think it's like the worst thing. eventually, you know, when you start getting those compliments, you're going to start having that confidence again to like be able to, I guess, take off your shirt on the beach, look good naked. But I think it all just comes with time. It just depends on you, your self-reflection. For me, I know I've had body dysmorphia, and that's because I started as a chubby kid. So it took me a while to be like, all right, now I look good. And I got that because I started getting compliments from other people. And I just realized one day I woke up, I'm like, why am I stressing out how I look? You know, I think I look great. So it really can come down to you. It depends on you. That's why I said body dysmorphia is a real thing. Not everybody, I feel like majority of people feel like that. Not everybody's comfortable in their body. That's why everyone's here. Or they feel like they can be better. Maybe they're doing competitions. Maybe they're doing it for themselves, for their significant other, for their health. So it really just depends on you. Yeah, all right, so we're gonna go back into this. A few key things is hands first. Hands are gonna be about shoulder width, if not a little bit wider to get a better stretch on your chest. When we come up, we wanna keep our feet as close as possible. And I think a lot of people, when doing the push-ups, like to keep their back straight or their butt down, but in reality, that means the level of force is kind of equal across your body. What we want to do is we're going to engage our chest, so we want to put our butt up, so a lot of the force is coming down directly on our chest. So hands about shoulder width apart. As far as positioning for hands, whether they should turn inside a little bit, I believe you should tuck your elbows in a little bit more. So a slight tuck for your elbows just to reduce injury to any of your shoulders. Positioning for thumbs doesn't really matter, it just depends on you. Keep your butt up, control the eccentric as we come down. You shouldn't do it, but I like to do it once in a while. I kind of gave my shoulders, my triceps a little bit of a break. I felt a lot of the tension on my shoulders and triceps, so I gave that a little bit of a break because I wanted my chest to give out before any other muscles. So that's why I like to do it. Again, you just gotta do something that works for you, and that works for me. So that's really with any chest exercise, any chest press, any chest fly. If your shoulders start giving out, if your triceps start giving out, you probably want to change your technique, your form. Maybe you want to tuck in your elbows a little bit. Maybe you should just not even do that exercise because the way your body's built, it doesn't matches up to the way the machine's built. And do whatever works for you, that you're comfortable, you're feeling a stimulus, you're feeling the burn, and you're progressing every week. So because we're so good at push-ups, you guys, and I hope most of us are, if not, we work our way up. Oh, dude, I just had like a bad twitch in my leg. All right, now because we hit more than 20 reps, I'm gonna add some weight on the push-ups. We're gonna do it again. Always add intensity to it's gonna limit you from going to the full range at the bottom. So what you could do is, you can grab some weights. This is gonna allow me to have a better stretch because you can see from the side, it's like an extra inch. Limbs are longer. I'm gonna put my heels, for example. So I'm gonna use these same two 25-pound dumbbells and just put my heels on them so I get more of a better range. And on top of that, this is gonna engage your quads and your glutes primarily, hamstrings a little bit, mostly quads and glutes. Now, to do weighted squats, a lot of people like to hold a dumbbell in front of you or a plate. The problem is your arms are gonna get tired before your actual legs do, and a lot of load can be placed on your legs versus your back and your chest. That's why I got this. That's why I'm gonna add a little bit more weight. All right, so I added 3 6-pound cylinder blocks. So it's 18 on each side, times 2, 36. I was really good at math in high school. All right, so to make this even harder, we're gonna slow down the eccentric. 1 to 3 seconds, slight pause at the bottom. And I put these plates underneath my heels because I'm gonna get a fuller range of motion. Same thing, you're gonna go to failure. We're gonna do 3 to 4 sets. I'm putting my music because this is gonna be a lot more taxing on my body than doing the push-ups and pull-ups. So let's get it. Even at a younger age, some things work differently for me than when I am now. I'm gonna be 30 and probably another 10 more years, the same things I'm doing now might not work for me then. So I think you just always gotta reassess what works for you, what you can handle, what you can tolerate if you have any injuries. And like I said, what works for him isn't gonna always work for you. You have to really listen to your body, as cheesy as that sounds.